lovies, this is Love from Level Up Consulting Firm. Please excuse my jacket. It's a little chilly in the office today. It's raining and the temperature has officially dropped again. So congratulations to this North Carolina weather. Today we're going to be discussing beating the odds. And so I have 5 tips to assist you in beating the odds. Now, what does that even mean? People always talk about statistics and how statistically speaking, only this amount of people will be successful. This amount of people will reach certain goals. And so we're not going to worry about that. You can beat the odds. And so it's based on whatever your personal goal is, right? So how can my goal match this person's goal? Do we have the same goals? Probably not. That person was born in a different era. There's different rules to the game. And so we can't compare ourselves to other people who have been in the game and have not been successful. We don't know what they did, but what we can do is control what we do and our effectiveness in whatever industry that we're in, right? And so I want to talk to you about how to beat those odds, because there are several different factors that can be against you, especially if you're working in an arena where you really have to make yourself known. A lot of different places have a certain culture and a certain, group that they already have established. And so when you're coming in there, you have to establish yourself accordingly. So let's go ahead and move into the tips. So number 1 is be consistent. It doesn't matter what your product or service is, you have to be consistent. They can't keep coming to you on a Wednesday and then you're running out of things until Friday and you just don't have the means to keep up, because you have to be consistent. I need to be able to call you when I need this product, or else I'm going to find someone else who I feel like is more reliable. It also speaks to your professionalism, right? Because if I can't count on you to bring your product to the table and this is your business, why would I trust you to work with me? Or why would I contact someone and say, oh, you need this? Okay, well, go to this person. Charlie has it. If every time I contact Charlie, he doesn't have what I need. You understand? So being consistent, being diligent about whatever it is that you do, even if you switch the product up, let's say 1 month you're selling designer shoes and then the next month you want to sell purses. And so you're selling these different things. And so when you run out, you have a new product. That's perfectly fine, but you're known for selling something. You're known for this boutique. You're known for fashion, right? And so anything that you do, you want it to be around that same arena, even though it's in a different capacity. You're still in that same industry. And that way you will also be stronger in those industries. So my next tip is to network. Network, network, network. Now, people say this all the time. They even have a saying, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. And people still don't take it seriously. You still don't want to get out of bed. You still don't want to attend these networking events. And you don't have to attend an event to network. I network at the bar. Go to the bar, have lunch, meet some people, pick their brain, talk about what they do. People love to talk about themselves. They'll tell you everything, just off of the strength that you're a complete stranger and they'll probably never see you again. Get to know them. Networking is not completely about building relationships. It's also about gathering information. When you go to a networking event, you may meet 20 people, take home 30 business cards, and that doesn't mean that you're going to build relationships with each of those individuals, but you do need to have a conversation with each person and figure out what they're all about to see if you even would like to pursue a relationship with them, right? And so that brings me into my 3rd tip. Treat business relationships like real relationships. Don't neglect them. Reach out via email every now and then. Hey, just checking in. Just wanted to know if you have any open positions. Hey, just checking in. I wanted to see how business was going. How are you doing? Speak to them. Send them an email and update them on your situation. I do that often with my mentors. Hey, just wanted to check in with you and let you know what I've been up to. This is what's new in my life. And I've done that with a lot of my mentors from undergrad, checking in with them because I know, you know what, maybe when I graduate from this program, I'll need a job. And I want people to be able to speak to my work ethic and my diligence and the fact that I'm able to check in and they've been able to keep up with me so they can have something to say about you when someone reaches out, right? My next tip is brand yourself. Who are you? What do you do? What are you known for? Now, there are some people who have multiple hustles. If you have multiple hustles, like you doing hair, you're selling purses, you're selling bundles, you go volunteer at the local center every now and then, you're selling plates on Saturdays, whatever it is, that's fine. If you feel like you can have these multiple sources of income and you're being supported in all of those, that's completely fine. But guess what? You need to be branding yourself as hustle man, hustle woman, the female hustler. So that way they like, oh, she hustle. It don't matter what the hustle is, she hustle. You get what I'm saying? Instead of it being like, okay, well, she does this, she does that, she does that. I don't know what, like, should I eat her food? Is it gonna be hair in my food? But if you're known as having these multiple hustles, people can separate it out. Like, oh, she does that, but she does do this as well. It just makes it make sense when they can have some distinguishing characteristics between each. And then when you're building your website or you are branding yourself online, on your website, you can have different tabs for all of your different hustles. But if you choose not to build a website, you can also use Instagram, right? And have different Instagram pages for each of these businesses. And keep it separate. Create a new email address. Gmail accounts are free, so there's no excuses. They have free websites that you can create. There's no excuses. If you need tips on how to build a website, most website platforms have tips built into their sites. So there's always a way, right? So brand yourself. Make yourself known for something. I was known as the self-love guru. Among self-love, I give advice. I make natural skincare products. I do seminars. That's what I'm known for. Public speaking and skincare, right? And consulting within those two different industries. So my next tip is embrace change. The world is moving so fast. Like, I remember having a really slow computer. I remember not being able to talk on the phone while we were on the internet. We had AOL. I remember days where it would be storming outside and we couldn't use our computer. We didn't have a cell phone where we could, just hop on the internet at our leisure. We didn't have all of these apps, social media. If anything, it was like MySpace. You had to create a skin, Bebo. And so that was emerging and new when I was coming up, but the world has changed. Now we have access to the internet at our fingertips. We have access to millions upon billions of people at our fingertips. People are going viral every day, putting content out every day, making money online every single day. Embrace change. Don't be afraid. If they decided that we're not going to use cell phones anymore and we're going to have a new device that's more square and you can flip out each side and have a different whatever, embrace it. Because as the world changes, you have to be changing. Okay? So be consistent, network, treat business relationships like your everyday relationships. Be consistent with them, follow up with them, etc. Brand yourself. Who are you? What do you do? Make it known. And then finally, embrace change. Be able to change, because if you can't, you will not make it. You have to be able to adapt. Any business that can't adapt will not survive. So love and light. Have a good one.